AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Hi, I am Stephanie J. Block.
And I'm Mary Lee Fairbanks.
Welcome to Season 5 of Stages Podcast,
where we go behind the scenes and beyond the resume.
Join us as we talk to some of the greatest talents from theater, TV, film, and more. And then check out stagespodcast.net for past episodes, merch, and so much more.
and love where you are now. Hello, my friends. I want to tell you about this amazing initiative brought to you by The Outsiders Musical. It is called the Stay Gold Project. The Outsiders Musical, winner of the 2024 Tony Award for Best Musical, is committed to honoring young voices through the Stay Gold Project. It's an educational initiative inspired by this story that was written by a teenager about teenagers. With the lead grant from the legendary notebook maker Moleskine, this project includes free education resources, a youth ambassador council, and underwritten ticket access at no cost to young people. The Stay Gold Project is presented in partnership with the New York City Public Schools. If you'd like to learn more about the Stay Gold Project or to donate, go to outsidersmusical.com/stay-gold. That's outsidersmusical.com/stay-gold.
My friend, stay gold. My friend, stay gold.
There is so much to discover every day at the Museum of Broadway. Come explore 3 floors of dazzling costumes and props from your all-time favorite shows like Hamilton, The Phantom of the Opera, Rent, Wicked, and many more. It's the only place that you can get up close with Broadway's history from 1732 to the present day and learn how a show is made from Broadway's biggest icons. It's perfect for all ages. The Museum of Broadway is a front row seat and a backstage pass all in one. Visit themuseumofbroadway.com for tickets today.
Have you been doing some homework at home then? Or you'd want to jump in and not be like pre-planned?
I mean, we did the workshop in November for
Okay.
like 3 weeks, so I feel like kind of good. And also I've been doing voice lessons and stuff, so I feel pretty good.
Can I ask who you're seeing?
I'm taking lessons with Victoria Clark.
Oh,
The Victoria Clark.
Vicky
Yes,
Clark.
yes.
She's a dear lady. She
I
knows
love
what she's
her.
doing.
I love her so much.
Oh, good. This incredible and very moving singer-songwriter was brought to my attention by my niece Kennedy, who, when she was planning her wedding to her wonderful fiance, Jace, they were talking music, as they so often do. So when sweet Kennedy lovingly and sheepishly asked, "Hey, Aunt Tet," they call me Aunt Tet, I thought I knew what might be coming next. I thought she was going to ask, "Would you sing a song at our ceremony?" No, that is not the question that she asked me. The next question was, "Do you happen to know Lizzy McAlpine?" The song they wanted to bless their day with was In Agreement. And I thought, well, who in the hell is this Lizzy McAlpine? And then
That bitch.
I know. So I went on the interwebs and I downloaded on the iMusic, and there she was. I heard her sound, and it was a voice that felt like it was standing right beside me with its hand on my shoulder. Her string noise from her guitar that reminds the listener that her songs are very alive, they're very real, they're imperfectly perfect. And I was like, okay, I get it. She is very special. Once I heard her album, When the World Stopped Moving, the live EP, I immediately DM'd Lizzy, a thing I rarely do, just to let her know that I was now a total fan of hers, her sound, and her storytelling. Lizzy has 4 solo albums: Give Me a Minute, When the World Stopped Moving, 5 Seconds Flat, Older, in parentheses, and Wiser. It's a 2-discer too, so that is a good download, y'all. And all of them are just really, really wonderful. And I think a true expression of what is happening in this artist's heart, mind, and spirit. And now she will be making her Broadway debut opposite Jeremy Jordan as Nellie Collins in Adam Guettel's Floyd Collins. And this will be when the rest of Broadway stops to DM her and let her know what total fans they have or already have become. Please welcome the very special Lizzy McAlpine.
Lizzy McAlpine to stage, please. Lizzy, please come to stage.
Hey.
So you came from the world of theater though, right? In your early life, you're singing songs and playing guitar pretty early, but also loving theater.
Yeah. Yes. It was all, I mean, high school was like a big moment for me. I was doing a lot of theater. I did basically like every show that we put on at my high school I was a part of.
Okay,
Um,
give us the list. I need to know what happened
oh
at your high
God.
school.
Okay, let's see. Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Yes.
I
Gimme,
had like 20
gimme.
lines and it was great. That was my freshman year. We did Noises Off my freshman year.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I was Poppy and it was just
Hmm.
like so fun. Far
You
away in
can't
my
say it
mind.
was so long ago because
Yeah,
it
really.
wasn't that
I
long
know it wasn't, but it
ago.
feels like so many things have happened since then, so it feels
Okay.
like a long
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
What else? We did like Arcadia.
Oh, that's some serious theater.
Yes, we like gender bent the Valentine role.
Okay.
So that was
Mhm.
my role.
But
But
did
yeah,
you come from a family that is musical and love theater? And did they drag you to shows all the time? Where did it all come from?
yeah, I don't think anyone in my family really has like musical talent except for my sibling, who's a dancer and
Hmm.
also like a visual artist. But
Emery? Is that
yeah,
right?
Emery.
Yes, Emery.
Um, but they're the only one who like can kind of hold a tune. I think my mom can actually sing, but she's very shy, so I don't know. But no
Uh,
one else in my family really has like a talent. I don't know like where it came from. Um, but my grandparents, specifically my grandma on my mom's side, was is obsessed with Broadway and would
uh,
us to see a show every year for my sibling's birthday in May.
Nice.
We would always come to New York because we're from Philly. And
Oh, go Eagles. Congratulations.
yes, go birds!
ah.
Fly, fly, fly.
Yeah. But we would just like drive up, take the train, come see a show every year. So it was a huge part of my childhood,
Do
definitely.
you have one
Mm.
specific show in May that you're like, oh, that's it? That's the show that stuck with you through all
I
those
mean, I
years?
remember the first show that I ever saw was Beauty and the Beast.
Mm.
And I remember just sobbing, crying, so scared at the
Hmm.
scene because I was like probably 8.
Mm.
Yeah. But I've seen so many shows. Oh my God. I mean, but that one sticks with me. It was my first.
Well, of course. And you were 8, so like muy impressionable. Who
Oh,
was
yeah.
your belle? Do you remember?
Nope.
No, no. Much like Elphaba, I mean, they were, there were many, many,
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
bells. Yeah. Now we have to ask because you heard me say the interwebs and the iMusic. So this is not a language, but you found expression and notoriety on these platforms, right? Not going too deep and not wanting to divide your fan bases, but do you have a preference and why, like between TikTok or YouTube or Instagram is, as an artist, do you feel like one represents maybe a little clearer or better than the others?
I think for me, it's Instagram
Okay.
because I feel like while like when COVID happened, I was at home, nothing better to do, and I just started like posting covers on Instagram. And I started attracting like the artists that I was covering. They were commenting, they were reposting, and then I
Wow.
was posting fans that way. And felt like I started to build my like core fan base on Instagram because I was
Hmm.
also posting on TikTok at the same time, but I felt like stuff I was posting on TikTok was covers, and then the original stuff I was posting was just like not serious. It wasn't ever meant to be like seriously like what I want to make actually. It was just like fun and we were in quarantine and I was like I'm just writing stupid things. So I feel like the people that found me from those songs on TikTok, I don't know, it's just a different place. It's just a different place and I don't,
Hmm.
I don't love it over there, which is why I deleted it right before the ban and now I can't re-download it. So I'm kind of
Okay.
doing that and
Okay. Okay. You've washed your hands
So you're
clean of
done
that.
off TikTok altogether.
I mean, yeah, there's literally I can't re-download it from the App Store.
Wow.
So that's kind of fun, honestly. I do feel like I'm missing out, but also I'm so much less anxious.
Good to
Wow.
hear.
Yeah.
Good
I
to
find that
hear.
social media makes me anxious too. Like, because I have to go on and do stuff for the podcast and whatnot, and I definitely get anxious. It's just too much. There's too many platforms to go to. There's too many
Yeah.
places to put it, and
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it. It's too much for me.
I don't know if our spirits were built. Like, I don't know if we're divinely built to hold all of that, even
Huh.
if it's all
Same
just
thing.
like goodness, right? Even if it's like one affirmation and one great quote and one, like, all of a sudden you're going, okay, this is just too much for me to
Yeah.
absorb. I can't do
Yeah.
it. And then you add the bad news and the dumpster fire that,
Right.
is our world right now.
But
And
you
then,
do see, I mean, you see what's wonderful about it.
sure.
It helped you get launched in something
Yeah.
that you love, right? So there are really amazing things that can come from it. But I think it must be very hard for young people to keep it in a perspective. And it's proven to be addictive, right? We know that
Yeah.
it causes addiction in your brain. It's actually shown to shrink gray matter in your brain,
Ay, ay, ay.
but yet we're all addicted to it. So
Yeah.
there's good and there's not good. What would you say is one of your greatest lessons from all of things that have happened to you through social media?
I don't know. I don't the greatest lesson. That's a hard
I mean, do you
question.
ever feel like you shared too much of yourself and you regretted it?
I
Or,
mean, definitely. When I first started, I was like posting every day and I was like sharing my life and then people just think that they are allowed to have opinions on everything that you do. And it's like,
Mm,
okay, maybe I'm gonna take a step back from that. Um,
and then they get mad because you take a step back because
yeah,
now they think they're entitled to access to your
mm,
life.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just never ending. Specifically with TikTok, it's all just about taking a step back, really, and trying to preserve
hmm
my sanity because TikTok is a scary place. And even though my song went viral on TikTok like a couple years ago, that like did so many amazing things for my career, and it allowed me to make my last album the way that I wanted to, and it allowed me to do so many things. And obviously, I'm forever grateful for that. But TikTok as a platform is just like kind of scary to me.
hmm
People, I feel, just like say anything and they don't think that there's gonna like people are gonna see it or they don't think that there's repercussions or whatever. And so I stopped posting original songs on TikTok. Like if I post anything, it's like well not anymore, but before pre the ban, if I would post anything, it would be like stupid, silly videos. Like I wasn't taking it seriously anymore because if I would post original stuff, all the comments would just be like, okay, like release this right now.
Mm.
It's like, okay, actually, like that's not how it works. And then it's just people are mean and people make things up and people
Yeah.
say things online, especially on TikTok. It's just like never ending.
Yeah.
I think people think there's an anonymity on social media, on all platforms and on the internet just as a whole. And that anonymity can kind of breed rudeness or ruthlessness. It's not very healthy.
I think they feel their voices disappear in the noise as
Yeah.
opposed to add to the noise.
Mhm.
Right? They
Oh,
think there's
that's
so much
interesting.
already swirling that it's going to be innocuous and it's just going to go in and out and it doesn't mean anything, as opposed to, no, no, you just added another layer to this sort of toxicity.
And we will be right back.
You mentioned COVID. May I speak about your pops passing away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it due to COVID or no?
No, it was unrelated and
Oh my
it was
gosh.
like so out of the blue. He had a heart attack. It was like
Mm.
so like not expected at all, but it happened on the same day that Berkeley like shut down all their classes. And
Mm.
like it was real. We were like, okay, this is actually like a real thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, not a great time for me.
No.
It was a big
And
moment of upheaval in your life, for
Yeah.
sure.
But then the other part of it was that like then I went home and then I was making the cover videos and then my fan base was growing and then I put out my first album and it was like the juxtaposition of like going through
mm,
one of the worst times of my life and then also having my career now like be going places kind of.
Mm.
What's happening? It was so weird.
did your dad see this sort of passion and want to be a singer-songwriter in you before he passed away?
Totally. I mean, I was like, it didn't just start in COVID. It was just like, I started posting in COVID really, but
Yeah. Do you
before
think he
that,
might have had a hand in it?
probably
Yeah.
that would make a lot of sense to me.
Do
Yeah,
you
no,
believe in signs and do you believe in that he's communicating with you? I totally believe
totally.
those
Yes.
things.
Oh my God, yes, I do, definitely. Yeah, every time I see a hawk, I think of him because we used to
Oh.
go hiking. He would take me and my sibling hiking at this place in Pennsylvania called Hawk Mountain.
Mm.
And we would go like every year, every couple months, like we would go hike. And so now every time we see a hawk, we're like, hey, Dad.
Ah, whenever I see a frog, it's my dad. I know that's so weird, but
Yeah.
when my dad passed, we were down in Florida. I was at his house in Florida, and he passed. I was with him when he passed. They came and took him away. And when I went outside with the ambulance, and when I came back in, there was a frog just sitting in the middle of the living room where he was. And I was like,
Ooh.
where did that frog come from? And his wife at the time, not my mom, but his girlfriend, she came in and she said, in all my years down here, I have never even seen a frog.
Oh my
And I was like, this is
gosh.
so weird. So I kind of picked the frog up and I brought him outside. And I was like, I don't know if that's you, Dad. So then I looked up the meaning and it was all about your voice and singing and sharing your voice. And I was
Oh, I
like, oh
love
my God, yeah.
that.
But then I saw frogs everywhere. And I was
Everywhere.
even at a friend's house at dinner and I was telling them this story. And she went into the kitchen to get another bottle of wine. She was like, come in the kitchen right now, come in the kitchen. And I went in the kitchen and there were frogs all over the back of her screen door. And we were just screaming, laughing. I was
Oh
like,
my
oh, he's
God.
Yeah, that's
around,
why
baby.
he's
So
around,
he's
baby.
always telling me to sing and share.
Another
Wow.
another trait about frogs that I love is that they can only jump forward. There's no backward, there's no sideways. You have to just keep
I did love
moving forward.
that.
Isn't that special? Yeah, so it could have been your dad also saying,
Keep
just
going,
keep moving
girl.
forward,
Oh,
baby. Yeah.
I love it.
Ah,
Oh,
frogs, they don't get
frogs.
enough props.
Wow.
But you honor your pops, the track
13.
13 on
Yes,
your
yes.
albums.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, because he passed on the 13th of
yeah,
March, 2020. Crazy time.
yeah.
But he passed on the 13th, and then when I was like putting my album together, putting it out, I wrote the last song for the album was about him. I tacked it onto the end of the album, and that was number 13 on the track
mm.
list. And then I released it on the 13th, and none of this was a coincidence. Like none of this was planned. It was all just a coincidence. And so then I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So after that, I was like, okay, every album that I make is gonna have at least 13 tracks, and the
Minimum.
13th
Yes.
track will always be about my dad.
You know
I
what
love
13
that.
symbolizes spiritually? Death and rebirth.
Oh, yeah.
So, I really believe your dad is behind. Well, I mean, your talent is behind all of this,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I do believe there is a greater
Oh, yeah.
force, and he is a co-architect, I'm sure, of all of this beauty. And I heard his voice. I mean, I've listened to a lot of your music, but I heard his voice for the first
Yeah.
time today in the recording. Is it March? Oh, my gosh, so sweet when he speaks to you. But you said you didn't look like him until you're starting to get older. What features are you seeing now reflect him a bit more?
Just no, I don't even think I think I was kind of exaggerating a little bit.
Hey, you have poetic license, lady.
Songwriting, yeah. I think more in like my uh like personality. I
Hmm.
see him because he was very stubborn
Hmm.
because he just like knew what was right for him, and he didn't really want to like ever let anyone tell him that that was wrong, which, wasn't
Is
great
you.
for a lot of situations in his life.
Yeah.
I am the same way, and I feel like I it's gotten me so far because
Mm-hmm.
I just like my gut is just like usually, I mean, so far it's always been right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Never lose that.
even if other people
Mhm.
don't, agree with it or see the vision, I just like know.
Mm.
And it's always worked out so far. So I see him in me in that way. But I don't look like him at all. I look like my mom, like a spitting image.
Oh, do ya? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
When
after COVID, you just never went back to school. You just decided that's
Yeah,
it.
no, after I finished the
Mm.
semester online, which was horrible, because I was doing songwriting classes over Zoom and it was just not a fun time. And then I put my album out that summer, my first album. And then I was like, I don't want to do 2 years of online classes
mm-hmm.
again. So I was just like, I kind of just want to drop out and focus on my music. And my mom was like, she was honestly kind of down, but she was like, she had to have a lot of conversations with my manager, and she was like, I just want to make sure that she's gonna be like good, she's gonna be settled and set, and like she's gonna have money, and like she's not just gonna like, be running around doing whatever. So after she found out that that was gonna be fine, she was like, yeah, sure.
So you already had a manager at that point. How had that
Yeah.
happened?
All
I
via social media?
Yeah, actually,
Wow.
I had a
Wow.
manager when I was at Berkeley. It was just another student, and it was like kind of informal. And I went to study abroad in Spain my second year.
Oh, where were you? My son was just
Ah,
there in the fall.
I studied in Valencia.
Oh, in
Yeah.
Valencia. Nice.
But I was there and
Valencia.
yeah, I posted a video on Instagram just of a cover with me and my friend. And my second manager, Sam, his name's Sam, he found me through that video and connected with me and my first manager and just kind of like stayed in touch. And then when it didn't work out between me and my first manager, Sam was kind of like, I'd love to like do a trial run and see. And then I was like, yeah, great. So then we just worked together for a while, actually.
was that breakup okay with the first manager? I still, as
Yeah,
a
I don't.
grown woman, I don't like it. It is like breaking up with a friend or a boyfriend girlfriend situation. It becomes deep because you share so much with them.
Mm.
And so you're essentially saying, I mean, if you keep it business-like, this just isn't working. But we as artists, we're not that clear cut and just say, here it is, this is the sentence, goodbye, thank you, final payment.
Yeah.
It's very emotionally fraught. It's totally, sewn together with all sorts of emotions and experiences, and it's hard.
Yeah. In the past like couple years I've had to fire like a couple managers and it's just been like, ugh, God, horrible every time. But the first one was not that bad, I don't think. I don't really remember it.
Okay.
It was while I was still at Berkeley, but I think I probably just like sent him a text and was like, this is he was so informal. He was just like another student and we were just like he was like
Oh, okay.
advising.
He was a peer. He was like a peer.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha,
I
gotcha.
mean, is it normal that a student at Berkeley would have representation so early on? Is that a common thing?
I don't really know. I don't
I
know.
will say Berkeley College of Music it's major. And if you're a serious musician,
You'll find
yes.
a
And
manager.
headhunters go to that school
I
in
see.
particular when they're looking for someone who's going to have a unique sound or a unique
Okay.
way of playing music. So a lot of originality comes out of that particular school.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, but one thing I don't know anything about is labels. And you were with Harbor Music for a while, and then the
Mhm.
last album was RCA, right?
Yeah, so Harbor was Sam, my old manager's label. Um, but I wasn't necessarily like signed to them. It was just he just released it through them because he was managing me. I was
Hmm.
releasing it through AWOL. So I
Oh,
they're kind of like an indie label and they're like really great.
great.
They're like don't take a lot of money from you. It's like really cool for independent artists. We released the albums like through Harbor through AWOL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any sort of input, or did they listen to your instincts as well, or did they want to
Yeah,
craft and mold?
no, they it was very hands off. I was like,
Oh,
can I do
great.
whatever I want? And they were like, yeah, great. Here's the money for it.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
Nice.
They just like believe in smaller artists and they just yeah, they're really cool.
Was that the same thing in RCA or completely different understanding
Yes,
there?
I mean, I love RCA so much and
Good.
they have just been so kind to me and so patient. And like, yeah, I signed with them and then immediately like fired my manager.
Girl, you've had some breakups. I think that's a song in and of itself. Dolly wrote "I Will Always Love You" after she broke up with her manager. So we've got three managers now. Are you a serial manager,
That's
breaker upper?
that one. When I signed to RCA, that's when I fired Sam.
Oh,
And so
Sam, I'm
he
so
had been with
sorry.
me. No, we're cool, and he's amazing. And he's just it just wasn't wasn't the right personality match, I don't think. But he's great, and we still like
Great.
because he released my first couple albums, so we're still in touch. But yeah, immediately after I signed to RCA, I was like, I'm firing my manager, and they were like, okay, sure, cool.
Sure,
Do
kid.
whatever you want, like whatever's right for you. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this album. And then I started making it. And then I was like, wait, actually, this is not right. So I have to like pivot a little bit. And they were like, cool, whatever you
Oh,
want. And then
Wow.
I found, because I was making it with one producer. And then we got like, I want to say like 85% done with the album. And then it just like wasn't working for me. Like the sound, it just wasn't really what I had wanted the album to sound like.
You
It
were
was,
growing.
yeah,
mm,
it just sounded too perfect. And
mm. This is what in your bio. Do you remember when I said you're perfectly
Perfectly
imperfect?
imperfect.
Yes, that's the beauty of it.
yeah,
Yes.
it was just sounding like because we did the thing that everyone does where you bring in session musicians to play in separate days and separate rooms like and it
Yep.
was just sounding so like that, which is
Mm.
there's nothing wrong with that. I love that music.
Right, but our
But
AI is not making that music, right? Human beings coming together with ambient noise, and you need humanity through the
The vibe.
music.
You got to feel it.
that's
Yeah,
what I was missing, I think, a little bit like the humanness of it all. And
yeah.
so um then I was like, okay, I need to like pivot from this. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna start over. And then I was like so lost. I was like, I guess I'll like find another producer to work with. I don't know. And then I went to this show and I saw this band play and I was like, these people are amazing. And then I got in touch with the leader of the band, the music director, and then we made the album together with that whole band and now we're like all best friends.
Oh, that's incredible. So you didn't have the same musicians working with you from album to album to album. It'd be more like studio players, like based on session rather than your
Interesting.
people.
Yeah, I mean, we had like,
Okay.
people that we would call, but yeah, I made my first two albums with the same producer. And then the third album, I started it with a different producer and then found the band. And then we finished it with the band. And I co-produced that with the guitarist in the band, Mason Stoops. Everything fell into place. But RCA was like so nice about it all and
They weren't
flexible. And
pushing
like,
you.
whatever you need to make this music the right way, like do it.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So when you were feeling really lost and your gut was telling you this isn't sound, I need something to change, I don't know what it is, I can't figure it out. How do you move through that? Like just as you as a human, do you get super stressed out? Do you get obsessive? Does your mind have racing thoughts or do you shut down? Like what how do you move through those kinds of experiences in life?
That moment, I was kind of just like, I know that I'm going to find it. Like I know that something is out there for me and I just have to like experience things to find it.
You
And
went fishing a little bit, like an
yeah,
expedition. You needed to go
yeah.
searching.
I was just kind of I was just waiting for the right thing. I knew it was out there. I knew it was going to come, but
And
I
you
was
knew
like,
you'd know it when you saw it.
yeah, and I did.
And you did.
That's a great trait in a human.
Oh my gosh,
Never lose
yes.
that trait. That's a really great thing to really know yourself that well and to have the confidence to say, no, no, no. This isn't like a crisis. This is just, I just need to sit back and watch and
I
wait
mean,
and feel.
definitely at first I was like this album is never going to get done, and oh my God, like I can't find anyone to work with, and this sucks, and whatever. But then after that kind of, dissipated, I would have those moments sometimes because, I'm not perfect. But in between those moments, it was like, okay, when I was like stable again, I was like, I know it's gonna come. I just have to wait for it.
Just be open. Do you feel similarly with this opportunity of Floyd Collins? Because I've got to say, first of all, this play is hardly ever done, right? Adam
Yeah.
Gettle is a genius. It's hardly ever done. If you don't know Floyd Collins, it is folksy, it's storytelling to its core. There is stillness when you need stillness, and yet there's a whole circus that's happening around the stillness, which I think embodies your music really well. It's like there's something about what you've created and put out in the world that goes head to head with this Broadway musical. So for this to be your bridge into Broadway, again, it seems like the
Kismet.
perfect wine pairing. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. Did you feel
Yeah.
similarly? And did the piece come to you, or did you hear it was happening and you said, I got to be a part of it? How did this all fall into place?
Yeah, I mean, I have been self-taping for like movies and TV stuff for a while now because I've always known that after I made Older, I wanted to pivot a little bit because the process of making Older was so hard emotionally, even though it was like the best thing ever and I loved making that album. It was hard because, switching producers and having to figure out which songs I wanted to keep and what I wanted to throw away. It was just like tough on me.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I was like, okay, I need to do something different because I have so many interests and I just wanted to explore all of them. And so I have like agents at CAA and I have an acting manager and they were like, okay, we're gonna really like start sending you stuff. So I've been self-taping for a little bit and none of the things that I was self-taping for felt right, but I was like, I'm just gonna do it to have practice and whatever. I was never getting hung up on any of them because I was like, if it's not right, it's not right. Like I really don't care. This is not my main source of income. So I'm grateful in that way that like I am able to just like self-tape and then not worry about it. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Release it.
yeah. So I was kind of doing that for a while. And then I got a self-tape for a movie and I got a self-tape for this like within the same week. And I did the movie and I was like, I literally don't care about this movie at all, but here is this self-tape. And then I got this self-tape for Floyd and I was like, this is interesting. Let me look at this. And I saw Adam's name and I was like, oh my God, Adam Gettle? Because I'm obsessed with The Light in the Piazza. I think that's one of my favorite musicals ever. He's a genius. And I was like, okay, I've never heard of this musical. I need to listen to this right now. I went to Spotify and I listened to the first song and I was like, where has this been all my life? Like,
Yeah, girl. Yes.
and I was like, this is for me. Like this is made for me.
Yes.
From the moment that I heard the first opening song, I was like, yeah, okay. This
I would have put money on that this musical helped influence you.
oh,
Holy smokes. Then you are made for it. Okay, now we've got to go back. When did you audition? Was it the 13th of anything?
Oh,
let's look at my email.
Yes. When's opening night? Is it like April 13th?
That was the
Like
21st.
drats. Okay.
but wait, it's April 21st?
Yes.
All right, hold on.
I got the self-tape. I got the self-tape on the 12th.
But you put it out there on the when. Did you open it on the 13th? Come on, we're gonna find it.
I don't well, let me look at my when I self-taped actually. It wasn't all
Just
night.
added up all the numbers and it's 15, it's not
August.
13. So
August. Let's see. It was
Okay.
around the 13th, but nothing happened on the 13th,
On or about the 13th.
you know. But yeah, anyway.
The cast is amazing.
Oh my God. I know.
what are you
I know.
feeling? Are you just feeling pure excitement? Are you just numb? What are you feeling about it all? It's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't really hit me yet. I have been in New York for a week. I came 2 weeks early to kind of get like settled and stuff, and also
How's the weather?
dry. It's so dry. Oh my
Oh,
God.
And
girl.
and so cold, I
It's
hear.
so damn
Holy
cold.
cow.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
Okay, California girl, rub it in.
Northern California. It's very different, although it is pretty. It's real pretty right now. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been here for a week already, and
Okay.
it hasn't it hasn't hit me yet. I'm going to my first costume fitting tomorrow.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Really, like I think that's when it's gonna be like, okay, like this is actually happening.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But after I listened to that first song, I knew that like this was right. And from that moment on, it's just been like, I know that this has to happen. Like,
Oh,
because I sent the self-tape in and then I kept asking about it to my manager, and he was like, I love how you literally don't care about this like huge movie that you just auditioned for. You only care about this. And I was like, yeah, duh. Like,
Hello,
what?
Broadway's the only thing that matters.
well, when it's a fit like this, I truly believe that, the first time one artist hits the stage, it kind of starts the narrative of who you are in this community. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But I do believe that's the case. And this to me is the perfect marriage of you as a person, an artist, being welcomed in to this community. I
And
really, really, really believe that.
I
And I
mean,
think the
yeah.
cast is remarkable. I think that this play hasn't been done in a while and it's very special. I think there is a social narrative that's going on that's very timely to what's happening in our world right now. It
Mm.
does feel very, very kismet, and I'm excited. And
Did
you know,
you see
you
it when it first came around, Steph?
it was Sebastian's one of his favorites and one of the very first sort of professional theater he ever did. And so he introduced me to it. And at first, my toe was tapping, but much like Adam Guettle's scores, right? You have to listen a couple times because it's a
Yeah.
little like William Finn. Musically, it's not going to do what your brain assumes is going to happen next, whether that's chord progression or whether that's how it ends in a big red bow. It's never going to take you there. It's going to
Yeah.
take you on a journey you're not expecting. And yet at the end, it's wildly satisfying. You feel, since we're using the word human, you feel more human at the end of the play than
Mm.
when you did at the beginning. And these are just very special composers. So I think it's time. I mean, I really do. And he was, Adam was present. Was it last season for Days of Wine and
Yeah.
Roses?
Yeah.
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 But this is like one of those favorites that, if I'm not mistaken, he composed this before Piazza?
Yes, it was a long
Yeah,
time ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
In the
yeah.
90s, this was on Broadway, off Broadway
Off
in like
Broadway.
the late 90s, I think, and like 96. I wasn't even
Yeah.
born.
So
Yeah.
it's, oh, for Pete's sake.
But like, I just feel like this,
Okay, interview's over.
Goodbye.
I just feel like this might sound crazy, but I just feel like it's been waiting for me. Like
It
I
has.
I
It
think it
has.
has.
the
Yeah.
minute that I started singing these songs like Through the Mountain and Lucky, I was like, especially Through the Mountain, I was like, this
It's
it
in
feels
your
like
soul.
written for me. Like it feels like
Yes.
I've been waiting to sing this song for my whole life. Like
Oh,
Oh,
and
I'm
it's
so excited for
I
you.
know. I did think selfishly when we connected online and you had written something about a revival of Next to Normal with, again, selfishly, me as Diana, my husband Seb
oh
as
yes,
Dan,
yes.
and you as Natalie. I was like, yes, how do we make this happen? But I think it is coming back with Casey Levy
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
East
yeah.
End. But we will find something
Yeah.
because I'm looking at you and I was like, I could absolutely be her mama.
Okay, well, when you were going to do Follies
Right.
in Pasadena.
Were you going to be a young version of?
No, no,
Oh,
Oh my God, that would have been
but
amazing.
as soon as I saw that announcement, I was like, I don't know if they've cast other roles, but like I need to be young. What's her name?
yes.
Phyllis.
Yes.
That hit, I mean, there's nothing else in that show that I could play, but I love, even though it's so tiny, it's such a small role, it's great.
Oh, it's great
Like
and it's ever present and oh my gosh. Well, we'll keep brainstorming. I'm not calling Sam. Who's your new manager?
yeah, it's number 4. Her name's Molly.
Okay. All right. We'll keep Molly around and
I
then
love
I'll
it.
I'll get in touch for sure. How do you feel about collaborations? Because, as a solo artist, that's one thing, but you've collaborated with a lot of singer-songwriters, but like musical theater is just all about collaboration, right?
Yeah.
It's all about working together. Do you love it? Do you get a little frustrated? How do you express yourself in those moments?
I feel like it's I mean it's different. In in like songwriting world
Hmm.
because I don't like love doing writing sessions with people
Oh,
specifically
talk
because
to me. Why?
well, I did a lot of them before like when it was like my manager putting me in rooms with people and stuff like that. And none of that stuff was ever very appealing to me because I like didn't know the people and it was
I
kind
think you have a very strong sense
of
of who you are and your core, and
yeah. And
you
also
want to
like
get that out before it gets diluted by other things.
yeah. And also I just like if I don't know you, I can't be like that open.
Mm.
Like it
Mm.
takes me a long time to be able to like open up to people and songwriting is so vulnerable and it was just hard for me to get to that place in a room full of strangers.
Yeah.
Now if I write with people, I choose them myself
Hmm.
and it's only if I like really admire them and I really think that we could make something special. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. I don't remember the last time I did a writing session.
Well,
But
what's your process? Do you write the poetry of the lyric first? Do you hear the music first? How does it all come to you?
it's kind of been changing a little bit. But usually I will start with chords, usually guitar, sometimes piano, but I don't really have a piano in reach right now in my life. But so guitar. Start with the chords because that usually indicates what tone the song will take.
Mm-hmm.
And the lyrics come and the melody come at the same time, usually, because it's usually just like word vomit, stream of consciousness.
Hmm.
And recently, though, I've been starting with lyrics. Like I'll have an idea for lyrics and I'll write them down in my notes. And then when I can get to a guitar, because my house is getting renovated in LA, so I was staying in an apartment. I didn't have a guitar, and I only recently like bought my own guitar. So now I have that with me. But before, I like didn't have access to a guitar ever. So
Wow.
I was just like, I have so many ideas, but I need to get them down. So I would just write lyrics out. And then when I could get to a guitar, I could like actually make it into a song. But that's not very common. And I don't do that a lot.
And
Okay.
is it just guitar and piano, or do you play another instrument too?
That's it. I mean, I played clarinet in middle school. I could probably play it again if I really tried.
Hardly that's it. Give
I
me a
know, really,
break.
that's it. Yeah,
What are
right.
you playing? Do you like a Martin? What's your guitar choice?
It's a Gibson.
Oh, sure.
It's vintage. It's like an LG 2, LG 1. Oh God, I don't know.
No, I don't either.
But
All I would know is like Gibson, Martin. Once you get to
yeah,
the LG2, I'm like, does it
right.
get good gas mileage? Like then we're talking
I don't know
something else.
either. I don't know either. But this guitar has was with like one person for its whole life, and now it's like with
Oh,
me.
wow.
And I posted a cover on Instagram the other day, and the previous owner saw it and texted Mason and was like,
Aw.
"Oh my God, like it's so beautiful to see her playing that. Like it was the right person. Like I'm
Oh,
so glad
that's so
she had that."
sweet.
Oh,
So
good.
it
Now, would you normally sage a guitar like that, or would you just embrace whatever
Oh,
energy it
I'm
comes
just
with it?
like it just feels so like there's so many songs waiting inside of it. I'm so excited
Oh, I love
by
that
it.
image.
Me too. Did you know anybody in the cast? Have you worked with any of these people in the cast? No.
No,
You've got some big personalities in that cast, girl. Do you
yeah,
know that?
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, they're all amazing.
Of
Obviously, I
course.
knew of Jeremy Jordan. Duh.
Yeah.
I mean, I was obsessed with him, and I
But Mark
tweeted.
Kudish, Jessica
Mhm.
Molaski, Taylor Trench. These are
No,
fantastic people.
I didn't know any of them before, and then I did the workshop in November. It was a 3-week workshop, but I was finishing my tour in Europe for the first week, so I was not.
Okay.
So I came 1 week late and it was very scary.
Yeah.
I showed up and I was like, hey guys. And they were like, we've all been working already. And I was like,
You're like,
oh,
I'm the late sister. Hey,
yeah.
everybody.
But they're all so kind and just like everyone is so talented. And we did like a couple like sing through read throughs of the show during the workshop. And it was just like we were all in tears at the end. Like it
Yeah.
is so special and they're also special and I just can't wait to work with all of them. Everyone, even like creative team, like Tina, Landau,
Mhm.
and Adam, and
Mhm.
Ed, the music director, and like everyone is just amazing.
Yeah, Tina Landau's amazing because she is one of those directors that the best idea wins. You know, even though she's the director, it is a space where you feel safe to create, you feel safe to ask questions. And trust me, I love you, Mark Kudish, but he's gonna like ask a lot of questions. He's a big personality.
So yeah.
But she is one of those that really is open to, oh, okay, let's try it. That's a great idea, you know? And
Mm, that
anytime a
creates such a
director,
great environment.
it sure does.
Yeah,
It sure
because when you have
does.
so much talent and you just give them that free reign,
Yep.
you're going to come with something so unexpected,
Yep.
something beautiful will grow out of that. It
And then
always
she
does.
knows when it's time to say,
To pull the
and
reins.
and now we
Yeah.
have closed that door and
Yeah.
it's time for me to drive the bus and shape and make this play what it needs to be, right? You also want that on the other end, or
Yeah.
else it's just too
Chaos.
open for too long.
It
Uh-huh.
is.
Creative chaos.
Yeah.
Exactly
And
so.
she also made it very clear when we were starting that she was like, I did not want to just make a standard musical theater ensemble with all of you. I wanted to like bring in people who were bringing something unique to
Hmm.
this and not
Clear
just like,
individuals.
yeah. And that felt like really cool to me. I mean, I haven't, this is my first experience obviously with this, but I don't think that's the norm really. And she just is so open and like it's just been, I mean, the workshop was 2 weeks. It felt like forever. It felt like a lifetime. And it was
Yeah.
so amazing. Like I
Oh, I love it.
That's what they did with the outsiders too. Every single person is such a clearly unique character and no one is
Hmm.
like each other. They don't just blend into like, oh, the gang, oh,
Hmm.
the socias,
Hmm.
oh, the
Hmm.
they're really individual and it lends to the strength of the piece.
Hmm.
yeah.
And I will shout out Jeremy Davis is one of your ensemble members, and
Yes.
he's
Oh
an
my God.
extraordinary dancer. He
So
comes
good.
with like a full-bodied character, and he's really, really great.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. You're in fantastic hands. And RCA just goes, yeah, go do a musical. Or
Yeah.
are there expectations where they're like, no, Lizzie, we need your next album by such and such date?
I mean, no. I mean, they're like very, I mean, again, they're so chill about everything. Um, yeah, they're very supportive of this. I mean, it's only like what, I'm gonna be here for 5 months, give or take a little bit.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I think, I mean, I'm already, thinking about the next thing. So I don't think if I had nothing for the next album, they would probably be like, "Ugh, when are you gonna do this?"
Yeah.
But I've already been thinking about it a lot actually. So they're
So I'm
like,
glad you have a guitar, is what we're talking about here. Yeah. It's fun to see your face, when you do homework online and all this good stuff. And other other people related to or searches you might also enjoy. And it's like you and Sarah Bareilles. And I was like, oh, that's
Mm.
exactly right, right? These strong women making indie music that are bridging the gap into Broadway. That is such a beautiful and at this time a sort of small circle that can speak to both of these mediums. And I think that's a pretty great class to be a part of.
I was reading about
so
how you don't like to have an opening act because you like to be out at 11 at a reasonable time and stuff. And I was like, well,
Oh,
that's
that's
my
so
kind of
old lady of
concert.
you. Yeah.
That is so, yeah, hello. All the old ladies are going to love these concerts. I get to be in bed by 11:30. It's perfect.
yeah.
What, what is with that?
I mean, that was just on my last tour because before I made Older, my last album, I made 5 Seconds Flat, which was my second album. And that's the song that like Ceilings was on that blew up on TikTok.
Hmm.
And so a lot of people found me from that album. And that album was never intended to be like, this is what I want my sound to sound like forever. It was just like, I was scared when I put my first album out that I was going to get pigeonholed into one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, I need to like make something completely different. I want to try something new. I want to experiment. So that was what 5 Seconds Flat was. It was fully an experiment. And I love that album. I think it's great. But it was never what my sound was ever going to sound like for the rest of my life. And
Hmm.
a lot of people who found me from that album and didn't know my previous work were like, okay, this is what she sounds like. And then I met her and they were like, what? You didn't
Wait,
want
who's this one? Who's this
that?
person?
So when I was touring 5 Seconds Flat, it was a very different experience than when I toured older because I was like standing, I was singing, I was walking around the stage, like taking the mic off the stand and like doing the thing that like people do on stage. And
But
it was
not being authentically yourself. You were
nothing
like
about it
sort of
felt,
fabricating
yeah.
what you thought a indie folk artist should do.
Yeah, I mean nothing about it felt real to me.
Hmm.
Um, and my body was rejecting it like the way we were touring also was so unsustainable. Like it was just we were doing 3 shows in a row and then
Wow.
like sleeping on the bus every night and touring for like a month and a half
Mm.
straight and it was like so horrible in my body. I was getting sick on every tour I ever went on before
Mm.
my older tour. And it was just like I was miserable. And so when I made older, I was like, okay, we're doing things differently this time. So we spread out the touring dates. We didn't go to every city, and people were upset about that, but people are upset about everything. So it doesn't really matter.
That's right. That's right. If you're down the
But
street, they'll be upset. And if you're in the neighboring town 3 hours away, they'll be upset.
yeah.
Just do what you need to do.
Yeah, and I was like, I really just want to focus on, my peace of mind and my sanity because touring is really, really difficult for me, for a lot
Mm.
of people, I think. Um, and I just didn't want to get sick. I didn't want to be miserable. I wanted to have a good time because I loved this album so much and I wanted to do it justice. And so we toured very differently. It looked very different. And we were like flying everywhere because we didn't want to do a bus. And it was more expensive that way, but do it this way. It's worth it. Like I have to do it this way, or else I
Hmm.
will never tour ever again, you know?
Hmm.
Um, and so the opener thing was a part of that because I just wanted,
You wanted to get out there and do your thing. And then,
yeah, it was like we were starting the show at like 8:30, and
yeah,
then we would go until like 10 and then we'd be done.
yeah.
And that was amazing for me, mentally and physically. And it was really great. I got a lot of pushback online on TikTok mostly, and Twitter and all the places because people were like, "Well, you're not giving opportunities to smaller artists." And I was like, everything that I've ever done has been to give smaller artists
Hmm.
platforms. The 2 tours that I went on before this one, I took smaller artists with me. I love supporting smaller artists. That's like my favorite thing to do. I think there's so many people who are amazing who don't have as much recognition. And
Yeah.
I I try to support smaller artists everywhere I can. And
There's more than one way to support artists.
That's
totally,
right. Well,
You don't
right.
have to exhaust yourself in order to help it out. And it's very interesting, especially as a female, because women generally, especially in my generation, were taught to do what's best for others first and yourself second.
Mm.
And here
Mm.
you are at this young age going, no, you know what? This is what I need to do for me. And
yeah,
kudos to you. I love that. I love seeing young women really just say, this, you know what? I know me. I have this center and I know what works for me and that
Yeah.
doesn't. And I'm willing to say no. Love that so
Yeah.
much. You're really such a strong, unique individual, and
yep.
I'm really excited like to watch your career go. I think you're going to do some
Thanks.
really great things. It's really fun to see.
Already done so many great things at I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I'm not even
know.
at your age, period.
Yeah,
Already done so many
Yeah.
great things.
exactly.
Period.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with the 5 questions.
Let's be honest, life's too busy to sit down with a book sometimes. That's why Amazon Music Unlimited now lets you listen to one audiobook from Audible each month. Listen while you commute, work out, or tackle that pile of dishes. Any book, any genre, your choice. Transform your daily routine into quality reading time. Download the Amazon Music app and turn your next chapter into an audio adventure.
In the book of your life, what is this chapter called?
Boy, I don't know, something about New York, something about I did have to, leave my whole life in LA to come here, and that's hard. I'm kind of having a hard time with that before rehearsals start because I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to do with myself here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Something along those lines. I don't know.
Like figuring out New York or leaving
Yeah.
LA behind or Oh
something
my
like
God.
that.
Guys, I'm writing lyrics with Lizzy McAlpine.
Something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Um, if you could wake up tomorrow morning with any superpower, what would it be?
I think maybe if I could just like teleport,
Mm-hmm.
like if I
We
could
had a
just
lot of teleporters.
to the West Coast right now for like
Yeah.
2 seconds and then come back, you know, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
would
Your
be-
concerts would be really easy then. You go dook a dook a dook, and then you just show up. There is no bus, there's no plane, there's no travel fatigue. That's a good superpower.
yeah.
What's your perfect sandwich?
It's hard to think about food right now because I just got over food poisoning.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Today's the first day that I feel like actually normal again. So I don't know. I haven't thought about food like really in like a couple days.
It's an air sandwich.
I just love like a classic, like a sub with like roast beef, provolone, lettuce, mayo, oof,
Yep. Do you do
onion.
bread or do you do a bun? Are you a brioche bun girl? Are you a sourdough roll girl?
I'm I'm trying to be gluten free actually.
Oh,
So
okay. A
that's no
gluten-free.
fun.
I know.
gluten.
So Ezekiel bread. Bah.
I mean, I have some gluten-free toast that's actually pretty good. Like
Is it?
it's good, yeah.
If you were to get arrested and we were to call your mom to come get you out of jail, what would she assume that you did to land yourself behind bars?
That would be unfathomable for her. Like, she could not imagine.
Are you that good of a girl?
You're
She thought that I was a
perfect.
perfect angel in until like senior year of high school, which I
Really?
basically was though. Like, I didn't
Yeah,
do
you're a
anything.
Virgo. We are rule followers. We want things done a certain way. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't I drank the first time like junior year of high school. Yeah, I didn't do anything except I like snuck out senior year of high school and that's when she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
So she would assume it's a false arrest. There's been a mistake.
totally.
Yeah,
She's like,
there's been a
"No, like,
mistake.
what's happening?"
Okay, if you were a nail polish color, what's the color? And then what's the cheeky little name of the nail polish color?
God. Okay. Probably something blue because I love blue. That's my favorite
Okay.
color. Something like this color blue, like dark, like
Mm-hmm.
black right here, but navy maybe. The name? I'm not good with coming up with names for things. Like the chapter I couldn't do. It's hard.
Do it.
Like
Come on.
I'm not good at improv. Okay, I'm not good at improv.
Should we just call it 13? Like a
Oh,
dark
love
blue, and we'll call
that.
it 13.
That.
Yes. I like track 13. That's cool.
Track
There you
13.
go.
Yeah.
Blue is the color of the throat chakra. So it's all about
Ooh.
singing and expression. Maybe
Wow.
not about improv, but it's about singing.
Maybe not about improv. Oh, you are so delightful. We are so lucky that you said yes. And I am so excited for what's about to
Yes.
happen. Congratulations on life.
It's great to meet
Yeah.
you. Really great to meet you. I'll be in New York next week if you want to, if you're bored and lonely and you have nowhere to go.
Oh my God, great.
Okay. I'm going to dinner with Donna Murphy. Maybe we'll bring you along. You wanna meet-
Oh, Donna Murphy's amazing. Yeah,
Donna's
that would be a
amazing.
good dinner.
All
Really
right.
good dinner. Invite
I'll-
Victoria Clark.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yes,
Invite
Vicky.
Vicky.
I
Vicky.
love her.
Oh, you love all the old broads. You're one of us. We just love you.
That's why she wants to be in bed by 11. She's
That's
perfect.
right.
This is the perfect child.
All right, get going. Save yourself. We stay on and talk about you a little bit more.
Bye. It was
Thank
great to
you.
meet you. Bye. Coming up next, what struck a chord? Good God, how cute is she?
Adorbs. That's what I'm saying. I could be her mom. I see
see
a
it.
little bit of
I-
Vivi in there. I
I
see a little
see
bit
it.
of me in
I'm
there.
telling you.
She's
I'm going to tell you the
way-
truth. I'm going to tell you the
Uh-huh.
truth.
Uh-huh.
When I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
I started, at the very beginning of my sort of looking up her stuff and stuff and thinking, what could I possibly talk about with this young person? I won't have anything in common with this young person aside from her going into her first Broadway show. And I think I labeled her as a certain thing at the beginning. Once I started diving in, I was like, oh no, this is a really
So you were a little
incredible
bit
person.
ageist. Just
I
a little
was
ageist.
a little ageist. I'm going to admit it.
Mm.
And I texted a couple of my girlfriends who are way into music. And I'm like,
Mhm.
do you know this girl? And do you know her music? And she was like, oh my God, my daughter's in love with this girl. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
interesting. And then I started going down the rabbit hole of her and
Yeah.
her music. And my attitude completely changed. But I was a little ageist. And now that I've met her, I'm like, Jesus,
Yeah.
she's fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
what? she's
The way
amazing.
she expresses herself in the music, like I kept listening going, is it the mic? Like how is she so present? Almost like she's sitting on your shoulder or she's in the room with you. And sometimes the microphone or being isolated in a room can not disconnect, but just make it sound like you are listening to a recording. None of her recordings do that. There is an intimacy, there's a presence, there's a I don't know, like she's a friend right there with you in the same room.
And
And
she
I'm not
doesn't
sure how she
push.
does it.
She never
No,
pushes. She
no.
just
And how
relaxes into
beautiful
it.
is that?
Yeah,
Right.
really beautiful.
Allowing people kind of like to lean in to listen to her rather than lean
I think that
back. Do
takes
you
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
courage.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too. And I didn't want to push too hard, but you lose your pops. And then a couple months later, you're online expressing yourself through music. And however that manifested itself, it had to be from the experience of great
Yeah.
loss and the experience of our world going through this period of isolation and, fear. The greatest artists come out of tragedy or change or
Yeah.
disrupt. And
I
she
have
was
to
living
say,
through it.
I'm so grateful that we do this podcast because whenever, especially in the wintertime, when I get a little isolated, you're kind of stuck out here and you're not getting out in the world a lot and you're not, and then I log on and we talk to people like her and like Darren last week and stuff, and you just get inspired and you like humanity again. And when we were talking to Darren and he was like, I love humanity. I love people. And I was like, oh my God, I remember when I used to be like that. but this podcast makes me like that again. And so
Yes.
I'm so grateful that we do it. I really am. I need it in my life, I think, as much as hopefully people who listen get something out of it. But even if nobody was listening, having conversations like this reignite my like of humans again and my
Mhm.
hope for the future when you see someone so young and strong and centered and talented, like you go, oh, okay, that makes me
Mhm.
happy.
The oh, okay. And then you
Yeah.
take an exhale. That's a big
Yeah.
gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Anyway,
excited for her. I really, really am.
with love you. Bye.
Bye.